All right, what's going on, guys? We're gonna do a weekly recap. All right, I think we should start doing weekly recaps and kind of see where we ranged, what we did. So this is gonna be Monday right here. I could help you guys out here. So this is Monday, and then Tuesday, and then Wednesday, and Thursday, and we'll start with just this. Okay. I'm sorry, hold on. All right, so we could go off of here, right? So when you separate it like that, it does make it kind of nice. I do like doing it sometimes. Um, you can tell that obviously Monday was straight chop. So I don't think we took any trades on Monday. Um, Actually, I lied. We took these rejects. All right, so this was untested London highs right here. Okay, so we took these rejects down to this opening price. And then opening price obviously bounced. And then you could have taken the rejects again to go back down. But that was just the only trade that we did. So that was a quick one in and out. That was from 671 to about 670. So really 671.85. So like a dollar and a half, $2 move. Wasn't anything crazy. Still very slow start to the week. And then we break previous day lows for Wednesday, right? This is FOMC day. This is the day I decided not to trade, but it was a nice day. I mean, this was a retest. We never broke back into the previous day lows, so that's a tall tale that you can just pretty much buy the next day's expiration and hold it. I kind of figured that given this pre-market, it would be bad all day, but never assume. Always want to wait to see what the market does and then react to it. So even to these untested London lows, that would be very nice, right? I even said on the 18th, I said if you guys do enter puts, just remember each untested London low is a potential bounce point, right? And sure enough, the first London low was a pretty big bounce, right? Granted, it bounced right back into this unfilled gap right here. So that could have been another entry to the downside, right? Like if your bias is bearish, if you see that we broke below previous day lows, then and we're bearish, then you want to wait for rejects. So like let's say you miss this trade, then wait for it to come up. You can enter here on this right on this trade and use up here as a stop loss. Comes down, okay, comes out. It never really breaks highs, so there's no reason to sell, but it's already 1 o'clock. The move, it took all day to play out, so it's kind of kills your theta, right? Like your your contracts are only worth so much at the end of the day. So I would say that this 667, 668 to 663 was the best move for sure. Um, could have played it, didn't. Right, I was being very, very safe. So then we go to the next day. We're still on this downtrend. We don't come back up, right? We come to right here. So if this is Wednesday, let me go to the 1 hour. So Wednesday, okay. So yeah, that's pretty good, right? So pretty sure I had a level here, and that's the reject, right? So we're waiting for puts all day. We're waiting for it to get up here. But that's why I was actually sitting in calls all day. And this right there stopped me out, that little shit, little bastard. I moved my stop. So my stop was originally 653.67. And as soon as this made that support, I just moved it to here. So that stopped me out. And then we went to full TP. So does that suck? Yeah, it sucks. Does it happen? Yeah, it happens. I went light size, so it's nothing crazy. Um, but yes, that was a loss. And then you can see that we're still on the downtrend, right? Like we're still pushing down. So for today, I also didn't take any trades, but for today, you can see that we just continued down. Here, let me go back to Monday. Okay. So Monday's whole time, right? We came up, we filled this unfilled London high. All right. And so this is the start to the week. All right. So now this is rejection. Cool. Rejected again Tuesday or Wednesday. Went all the way down, lower low, made. Boom. Have a rejection point right here. All right. So above this becomes your stop loss to continue down. And then you can see today, obviously hit on the watch list today. I said SPY below 653 to 647.5. So we're close to 647.5 right now. We're at 648, but 650, what did I say? 653. So boom, if you put your line at 653, and this is some of the stuff that I'm going to go over on the live mastermind, the free mastermind April 12th as well, is how to read these watch lists and how to play off of them. So yes, this was a little bit choppy here, right? Probably would have waited because super bullish, where we got bullish divergence like crazy. So I don't necessarily want to take a trade to the downside yet. So we come up, all right, we break above it, we break back below the level, and now, we're not as oversold. We're in the middle now, right? We're in the middle of our RSI. So that's better for the downside. Break back below again. This becomes entry 653, 653.90 becomes stop loss, and that was a 1 to 5, right? Fire. You're risking $1 to make $5. That's a great trade. But no, I did not take it. I wasn't watching today. So that's like kind of how you can break down the week, and that's what I like. That's what I like to do sometimes. Like when I back test, right? I'll go. Let's say, let me find a Monday. I'll go Monday, boom, and then Friday. Oh wait, and then Friday, boom. Okay, so there you go. So for this week, Monday, what happened? We came up. We went right to this resistance right here and rejected. Okay, so that's a rejection. We know that this is a resistance. And then we fell. So now Tuesday, we can look for that continuation down, right? Because we have unfilled gaps. So we could take, I would put it, I would put it here realistically. And that ended up being the rejection, right? But that was like first thing in the morning, right? So whatever, but we could keep that because price never came back to this level, so this level is still good. This is our resistance, and this became support for the next week. But then Thursday we fell lower and went straight to this unfilled London low. Boom, gorgeous. That's a good trade, right? As soon as it fell and gave you this little pullback right here on Tuesday's low, that's a great confirmation to be like, all right, cool. We could take it to the next low. What's the next low? The next low is this unfilled London low. All right, nice. Went straight to it. And then pre-market, right? So we have Asia session, and then London session gaps up for Friday. And then Friday we open, and this level that is our previous resistance got broken above and now becomes support to take out what? The next high. What's the next high? Well, we haven't filled this resistance yet, so we could probably target that, right? And or, you know, the next week, it stays the same. And Monday holds level. We don't break back below it. We hold it, come up, use that for a retest to go take out right here. All right, you guys see how that works? Probably put it there. But yeah. So that's a little breakdown on how to backtest different weeks and kind of see how price action goes. So yeah, so if you guys liked the video today, man, this is like super fun. It's hard. Trading is so hard. I mean, you're gonna want to jump off the roof or in front of a car or something. Like if you don't have some type of ideations as you're trading, you're not really a trader, right? I think every trader has like ideations, at a point in time in their trading career. And then you get past it and you're just like, no, and you're just like, whatever. Because you have to not care about the money. This is a game. This is a strategy game. So keep that in mind. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Let your friends know. RSVP April 12th for the free mastermind. Let's break some stuff down, show you how to do the watch list, how to read it, and how to profit off of it. All right, let's go. It's your boy Mike Lowy.